And Nebraska talking with the officials led by referee Pete Williams. There's Jim Anderson, one of 3 men on the Nebraska squad from Green Bay, Wisconsin. He and quarterback Jerry Taggy are the co-captains. Knock this off, 5 yards, first penalty, takes it back to the, now moves on. Second down, 12, Bisceglia, the fullback, gets inside the 40.
Open. That little Steven with a V gets in there.
Bingham with the huge rejection, and then Watts a little bit out of control.
LSU, Florida, Tennessee, Alabama.
Cassius Winston.
Impact is what we've seen from Cash Winston.
Absolutely. 30 minutes after this game is done.
On the left wing, Suarez for 3, got it. Swinging it around, and the 3-pointer is good for Jordan Walker. And coming in a nice putback there by Rakia Jackson. Open baseline.
And an early turnover as the pass goes between the legs of Nolan Kressler. John Higgins, Kevin Brill, Tommy Nunez are officials today.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of a start Northwestern has in this game with all the things that have happened in the last couple of weeks to these kids emotionally.
What's going to be interesting? The Gophers will start at 25 with 104. The delay to Cobb. If he picks at 20, then you can go do something, but he doesn't. They've held him in check, at least as a kick returner. Leidner under pressure, throws to Williams. Williams shakes the tackle, drags another
record, and the Auburn Tigers have a long way to go to figure out how to defend David Terrell. His 3rd catch of the day, but they've all been big ones.
That happens today. We'll see. On 2nd down, Clifford in the pocket, going deep down the right sideline. It is caught! Parker Washington in stride. Beautiful.
When you look at stats, she's got a 3.09 ERA, which isn't bad by any means. She's started 2 games. This is her 3rd game that she has started. She's 2-0. She's made 9 appearances, and she's had quite a bit of relief work, but they've all been solid innings of relief work. We saw her come in for Josie Marin during one of the Oklahoma games, and she played very, very well. I believe she only allowed 1 hit in the last 3 innings, and she, as a freshman, she's looking to have a solid career thus far.
I agree. The running back's been open.
Tuttle splits out wide. It's Scott to take the snap. Straight ahead. Touchdown! Indiana from 2 yards out.
20-16. Wildcats lead it as we hit the 3-minute mark. Left to play in the first half. Of course, Lexington and Rupp Arena will be home for the Final Four next year, right on this court, which you'll see on CBS.
In motion, and they're going to get the ball in his hands once again, and plenty of daylight for Percy Harvin. Caldwell, they fake the handoff to him, and a dangerous throw. Conservative. Incompleted pass. Harvin in motion.
Ball start on the offense, number 7. 5-yard penalty.
2 wing blockers for Wisconsin just leaving to go there, block their particular hitter at the pin at the sideline.
6-2 run now for A&M. That comes to a close. Nice rip down the line.
Throws are just 6 for 12. Angel.
Lady Zia Cook has the last 7 points for South Carolina, and going back to shoot around, she was the first one on the floor getting shots up, and she was the last one on the floor getting shots up. After she hit a couple of threes, Dawn Staley turned to her and said,
It's been that kind of night. Kim Mulkey, in year 2, has orchestrated a turnaround for the ages. LSU has captured its very first national championship.
The finish. Then, Trice again for a 3-pointer. And Travis Trice one more time. Trice on fire for the Spartans, sparked by the Michigan State defense as well.
Defensively, how they defend Northwestern
End of the shot clock here for a pitch. Amarius Burton ended the clock and hits. And that time Chase Audige the miss on the jumper, and now Greg Elliott back across for Pittsburgh. And Verhoeven.
Tech in its 20th straight bowl game, the Russell Athletic Bowl against Rutgers. Second play of the game, Logan Thomas never sees the snap from Caleb Barris. Then Thomas tries to pick it up in the end zone. Not a good idea, although I don't really have a good one.
Keep the pressure on. Here's the quarterback draw. Busby slides off the umpire to the end zone. Use the umpire beautifully. The Knowles cross the scrimmage line. They're going to run Pearson slanting. And he got the first down.
Anderson, hand check by Montgomery.
Well, these two are going at it one-on-one. After they went down the court, Montgomery is saying to Kenny Anderson, let's go, baby. Now, before Steve Smith came across the top, this time there was eye contact that was made, and they threw the...
But two of his sons in Patrick and Connor. Look out, incoming, Filipowski takes it away.
He's a big-time player, there's no doubt about it.
Has barely been set, and to John Shire's point that he made to me at shoot-around today, tonight is a night where he wants Mark Mitchell and Dariq Whitehead.
It was impressive how all the injured players just came back at it right from the get-go.
A lot of different Orange can put the ball in the back of the net, but nobody does it better than Megan Tyrell. Back-to-back 100-point seasons and 6 points in the opening day dolts. There's not much you can do to stop her. Syracuse up by 6, and back to work goes Mashevsky at the draw. It's clockwork right now for the Orange at the dot.
And she's had a lot of composure.
Is good for Jericho Helms.
And it's the ball fake, where's the fundamental passing, and again Purdue just out of sorts.
Sebron gets it out to Helms. Another one falls for the Wolfpack.
Redmond over the middle, touchdown! Ivy Green in the seam, wide open.
There's a shot, takes a shot after he takes the shot. 1:03 left, 7 on the shot clock. Is Minnesota going to bring in their defensive players? See if Stoker can turn the corner here. Takes the shot, there's the save. Let's see what the call is going to be here. And see if they're going to get a push going against Clemson.
Not the kind of trajectory he'd be able to run under. But think of Head and Powell, been around a long time, experience. Both of them so solid the first half.
This is where Illinois, Williams picked up his dribble, but this is where Illinois can really make Wake Forest guard. Get a little bit deeper into that clock, let them break down a bit, make them foul you.
And this is where Skip has worked the most, Sean. And we talk about some numbers as we go along. They feel they got to get better on this end.
And more evidence of that.
That's what we're expecting to see as we look at the Indiana starting lineup. Mentioned Holmes and Berger combining again. There's Mackenzie Holmes. More McNeil at the point guard.
Carlson down as Carlson tried to get to the puck. Shot in. Save made. That one actually ended up on net. From the point. Knocked down in front by Harrell. Rolls to the side of the net. Wisconsin has had good pressure the last 5 minutes. Carlson taken down again. Number 27. That's Carlson. He can battle. Street and Skilly on this line with him. And the Eagles say enough of that. Length of the ice and another face-off coming with 1:09.
Keep it on the ground here. Sanders with his first attempt. And he powers his way towards midfield. The ball comes out, and BYU has it.
On the drive, Trayvon Scott on shooters. Turner. Adams Woods, the freshman, got a hand on that.
Smith.
They're going to call that on Nalissa Smith.
Got tangled up inside with Herbert Harrigan. Watch the, they're battling for real estate down there. Harrigan shoving her out.
Miles from campus.
Kip Kissinger, DJ Karstensen, and Lamar Simpson are the officials tonight.
I know they're starting big tonight, Kansas, but you can expect McCormick to come out early. They're going to probably have to play small in this game.
Here is McCormick, and he spins it in for 2.
Plus, McCormick got to go out on McLemore, who can make threes.
Harper feeds McLemore!
And Stone sends it away. And this one fielded at the goal line.
There's a roll. Back it goes and gone! Solo home run! On a full count with 2 outs. Trinity Cannon.
Is from 3. They got shooters everywhere. Kressler again.
All right, second half, Vandy up 6. Nolan Kressler gets the free corner.
And the rebound up and in by Caleb. Mississippi State, Ole Miss, what they're going to have to do to... And Abram on cue, that's a 3, and it's on net. Lob inside to McInnes.
High chopper to short. Coffee fields it cleanly, and the inning is over.
Picked West Virginia over his options of Oakland, ETSU, and Sam Houston State. Coming into this game today for the Mountaineers, Jimmy Bell, coincidentally, was both 9 for 14 from the field and 9 for 14 from the line.
Through. That leads to that kind of productivity.
Second and 7. Dixon back into the game, and Dixon into the secondary. The stiff arm, still on his feet. Are you kidding? Touchdown, Anthony Dixon!
Then they saw to end the first half. One may have the first down at the Georgia 47.
Key play of the last drive for Georgia, of course, was the Hines Ward catch near the end zone. 3rd down. Take a look. The protection is excellent from Mike Bobo. He gets the single coverage that he wants. He's looking at one man, and that's Hines Ward. Drills the ball right on the numbers. It appeared here that he had the touchdown. The official said.
Against TCU. It's the first meeting between the two schools since 1986. That was in Baton Rouge, and LSU won it. Tigers such a versatile team, King. What are you going to look for on them offensively?
Right now, who will be that guy on the offensive end?
Great. In Manhattan, and Missouri comes up with a tip. Mike Sambodi with the basketball. Very quickly kicks it to Coward. Chivas on the wing. A lob inside, and up with it to score goes Greg Church.
Only a sophomore. Be careful with those 2 names. Henderson for Indiana, Hendrickson for Washington State.
You can see with only 31.5.
Adams with a pass to McClellan. Adams has done such a great job of weaving his way inside the layup. Adams. Springs comes out 3-on-1. He takes it in himself. And with his controlling the boards. Roll on the move for the layup, and he's got it. So UCLA now goes in front by a score of 45-31. Bill Keller is 24 for the Boilermakers. Rick Mount is number 2.
He's the MVP of the Holiday Bowl for Michigan State. Here's Scott. Hard running for a first down. Longest run of the day for Scott goes to the 27.
More Cody White. Dotson plays it.
House blitz coming. Lewerke trying to beat it, but it's incomplete.
Michigan Wolverines go. A little.
Yes, they do.
A lot of activity, a lot of ball screens. Poyen gets into the lane. Measure that floater. Nice denial here.
Yeah, in fact, the near steal by Houston. Johnson gets it back. Bradley's the shooter for San Diego State.
They will hug him, and Brooks is a great defender. Automatic switch here.
Shot clock down to 3. Pulliam likes to.
Mike, thank you, my man. The Terrapins, man, they're trying to bust out of their shell. They want to get onto this field and do some damage. It's going to be a lot of fun. Saturday night, College Park, Maryland, and this place is alive. Here come the Terps. Let's get her done. We've got 2 teams cooking with gas so far early in the season. 2 teams still perfect at 2-0. SMU gallops to town, taking on the Maryland Terrapins, trying to get to
It's just 2 off her season high, and 4 away, from her career high. Martin with the chance at a 3-point play.
Who gets out to the 40. Trojan shows some pressure. McSorley picks it up at the last second and shows his improvisational skills. Slides down for a short gain, and the Trojans hit him.
Hawkins, a disciple of Jim Boeheim.
So Matisse Thybulle, reigning Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, come out and meet Kalsher on the wing. Here's Kalsher in the corner off the fake. And
Ingram trying to create against Chucky Hepburn. One to shoot. Ingram fades away. No good. Offensive rebound by Angel. Put back good. Kind of eased it in. You had the warning first. Now straight up technical. Wall with a steal. And a breakaway for Tyler Wall. It's a good test for both teams coming out of the gate, game number 2. Nice backdoor feed from Hepburn as he hits a CJ. 7-1-2.
They got some get back in a hurry.
Man, that's just running by the defender.
Injured like that, and you know your team needs you. It's the only way. You got a bad matchup at left tackle. You can't have a bad one at right tackle.
They flop Neal to work against him. He slips the block, closes on the quarterback. To the end zone, deflected, incomplete.
John Johnson had a monster game against Northwestern. The jig was headed for 200 yards. Stroud pump fake, looking for Fleming in the end zone. Underthrown and intercepted by Clark Phillips.
Johnson. Copain guarded by Octius. 3 seconds to go. Takes it all the way. Oh! That's going to count. Yes, it will.
Hepburn baseline. Crowd wide open for 3. Boy, Hepburn just went flying. I don't know who made him fly, but they play on. Max Christie, one of the most highly acclaimed freshmen in the nation, 6'6" guy who can score in a variety of different ways, as can Ochai Agbaji. The last couple of years, Jay, preseason first team All Big 12 here this year.
Well, got a great play to
command. Perkins 3 falls. And Kevin, that shot is going to be there.
Rapracha attacking Oshuni. Double team comes late. He muscles it through.
Who do you think's going to get the ball? Green on the sneak. Who do you think's going to get the ball? Green on the sneak. Touchdown, Indiana. Well, that's how you score 12 touchdowns. He must date the head cheerleader or something. He scores all the touchdowns inside the one. You know, everybody.
Popelka. She leads this one off.
You know, I caught her on the gun around 63, and, you know, she's going to move the ball side to side, screw and curve. She's going to show us a little bit of rise action, some change up. So I'm excited to see what we see from her today.
You could actually feel almost the intensity on the field because and that one's fouled off.
Solve this press. It yields good looks, and you can't be afraid.
Finke's 2 for 2 with that 3-pointer. Finke's 2 for 2 with that 3-pointer.
And what did I say? When you solve this press, it yields good looks, and you can't be afraid to exploit it.
Michael Finke had 109 threes a year ago. From the corner, all on the Nebraska 37. Henderson, he has stepped up. Good job by defensive line. Nebraska led by Barrett Ruud. That's his 4th tackle. He is now just 4 away from the all-time Nebraska record.
But you see,
Rutgers will start first with Becky Flushell, who was perfect 3 for 3 on PKs this season. Flushell, and she nets it. Past Lauren Kellett, tied at 1.
We saw Flushell just a few moments ago very nearly find Rutgers the winner off a deep set piece 30 yards out from goal.
Ran him down, but he's out of bounds in BYU territory at the 45 after a run of 31. On 2nd and 10, Greg Johnson came in at running back. These to the 40-yard line, got 5, and then was tackled by Harvey Longy.
K-State. Those are situations where you'd like to see them push the ball a little bit. You know, try to get a little flow in their offense.
Oldie. On a handoff, goes off tackle for 2 yards. Watson calling a signal. He takes the snap back, and there's a pitch out to Hanulak, who takes it around end to his own 37. Maryland in the split tee. It's a handoff to Hanulak over guard, but he's stopped by Roberts. Maryland in punt formation. Walker back. He fails to get the kick away as Don Brown charges him fast. Nails him on the Maryland 32.
3rd and 8, corner blitz shown and coming. They're running, and Ross busted into the secondary. Lionel Ross to the 24-yard line. John Holland pulled them down. The manager of a big Bo Jackson fan brings it to the secondary and gets out by midfield for a first down. Gain of 26 yards.
SEC. First pitch, second baseman. We've seen some great plays from people like Harrison Ray, Bliss. The second baseman has been outstanding at the College World Series
to score a run if it's hit over the outfield.
DeMarco, there is a huge hole in left center.
It won't go, and Mayo rebounds for Pittsburgh. Long outlet Taylor. Taylor driving, bank shot, pretty play.
The play on the football itself.
BC's driving here. Ricky Thomas with that
I
tackle.
think this is BC's 66-yard drive here. Mistaken. We do a real good.
It's a nice job keeping contained. There's nothing there for Ralph to do. He had to throw it before he wanted to.
Derek DePasquale into attempt a field goal from 33 yards away. He's 11 of 17 on the season. And off the
career field goals of 50 yards or more, most in Clemson history. Uyanga the lay for Allen, too long, and intercepted by Marcellus Dial.
Kuma doesn't chase, so it's 1-2. Sidney Kuma, the last 3 seasons has been a starter. The last 2 years at second base primarily. Couple of home runs in the tournament.
Jabari Smith turns around. He's looking to. Buddy Boeheim can't get that to go. Kessler in trouble. Has help from Smith. And here's KD Johnson doing what KD Johnson.
Down at 17. It's just a 3-man rush. Howe floats one, and it's going to be intercepted. Andre White into the red zone for Texas A&M.
Second chance points. Kentucky has 15.
Nice entry pass.
Mashburn has it knocked away.
Middle. 3rd and 6. Here's Perkins. Pocket collapses. And he is dropped for the sack. Zuniga and Carter get there. 17-14 Florida. 7:20 left here in the half. Trask to throw. Put some nice air underneath it, and it's caught by Van.
From scoliosis. This photo is absolutely incredible. This was her sophomore year going into her junior year of high school. And afterwards, they were able to correct it with surgery.
That is, and her playing career was in jeopardy.
Yeah, a lot of good looks on the interior. Amor, she got it. Amor bounces. King gives it right back like a hot potato, and it ends up with a Kinley layup plus the foul.
What the coach says goes, and Coach Brooks has developed her into the best.
NC State and Missouri. Mark Gottfried flashing the red vest there. He's back in SEC country. Cat Barber. Incredibly impressive Saturday after being the hero Wednesday night. Hits the 3 at the top of the key.
Papa takes it to the paint. Dishes over here. Blocked by Walker.
What anticipation. What a load out there this kid is.
Maybe one of their best sets offensively to start the second half. Got the ball moving around, shifting the defense.
Oh, shift that.
That yesterday.
First pitch high. Saturday's full game
And this time he goes the other way. Nathan Hall back on it, watches it, and it's gone.
So the 2 times in school history Georgia Tech's made it to college basketball's promised land, Duke has also been in the Final Four. Schencher over the top.
Nice
Elder,
hands.
great hands, Billy. As Schencher, that was a tough pass. He just snagged it like it was nothing.
Well, there again, very few.
Available.
So Beeline called for the foul. His first. 3 team fouls against West Virginia, 4.
Game of the first 2 did not score in the first half. Picked up a couple of quick fouls, only played 10 minutes. Tough turnaround there for Tyrese Proctor for his first points of the night. Went right through Ryan Young. Would you have him on your... And he's a very good player, not like he's coming out of nowhere here.
And a 54-yard drive for Whackers Horned Frogs in 4 plays. 1:43 and a 7-0 lead with just under 6 minutes remaining in the first. Awfully different feel when you compare the season opening TCU Boston College game last year. In that one, it was Boston College.
Can off the dribble, but then knock down perimeter shots. But I think they've got to try to play inside out.
Oklahoma had not trailed in the 3 other NCAA tournament games in the second half. Proctor. And put back, yes, by Blake Griffin.
There, he does. It's Rudolph inside the 10. It's a Florida State touchdown. No underthrow on that deep ball. That was on.
Carter Williams from the outside. He is trying to have a really tough first half in the game down at Louisville on Saturday, when came back with some guts to close the game.
Cincinnati beat Syracuse last year in Madison Square Garden in the Big East tournament. Played primarily zone. This is not a great perimeter shooting team that Syracuse has. They can knock shots down, but they have been inconsistent from deep.
That's why they need Wright. You know, Kilpatrick can ring it.
Mario just taps it into the middle. Kill attempt in the middle blocked. Rosario. Good dig by Knudsen. Livingston gets up. Klicka saves it. Cam Ennis, who is blocked.
Here in the top of the 4th. Away day on Sunday where it's, you know, a couple inches here, a couple inches there, and I'm fine with it. The way these guys are swinging it, it's not affecting anybody.
Everybody's got somewhere to be. There's a bus to ride, a plate to get on, whatever the case might be. Johnson.
Deontay George.
Scott Drew's not going to be happy about that play.
Clark drives baseline, kickoff into the corner. And Franklin